Hey, welcome to Dre's Take. This week, let's talk inventory and median price points. Let's talk year over year versus month over month and see exactly where we stand. Closed single-family homes have fallen 21.3% year over year amid inflation and higher interest rates. Inventory has risen by 131% year over year to a 2.7 months worth of supply. Now that's still technically a seller's market. And so even though those numbers look a little dire, median price point continues to rise. Median price point homes statewide has risen by 3.5% year over year. And for condos, that median price point has risen 8.6% as more buyers flock to condos for affordability reasons. The real tale of the tape here is to look at the numbers on a month-to-month basis. When we're going through a major market transition and things are shaking up like this, sometimes it's difficult to really determine what data is important and what it really means when we're looking for trends. This is when it's important to really hone in on the month-over-month numbers to see what's happening as close to real time as we can possibly get and to see emerging trends as they come about. So although we're seeing these dramatic numbers when it comes to inventory up 131%, that seems quite dramatic on a year-over-year basis. That's because the inventory situation was so tight last year, unprecedented actually, that doubling or even tripling that number seems dramatic, but in the grand scheme of things, it's really not. For instance, even with a 131% increase in inventory, we still only have less than 3 months worth of inventory, which is 3 months shy of a balanced market. The tail of the tape comes in when we look at the month-to-month numbers. In recent months, when the system was really shocked with the higher interest rates and the rampant inflation, we were seeing numbers of 40% and 30% reduction in closed sales. So to see a number that's 21% for single-family homes this month actually indicates that on a month-to-month basis, the number of sales are picking up as that year-over-year number is starting to trend down. Also, that year-over-year inventory number seems high, but what we're seeing is on a month-to-month basis, there was a spike in inventory and now things are actually tapering back. Month over month, we're seeing a decrease in new listings. This little dance that keeps being played out amongst inventory and buyer demand on a month-to-month basis and moving forward is the reason why the market's been staying relatively balanced. That's why home prices are still up year over year, relatively flat month over month, and we haven't seen any sort of dramatic crash. I think the month-over-month closed sales numbers will move more towards an equilibrium here as the summer buying season picks up. Inventory should balance out. It'll still remain low. I've been calling for months now that around 3 months worth of inventory was probably where we would level out at, and it seems to be a pretty accurate prediction thus far. I think that'll stay the case through the summer as sales pick up, and that will continue to boost the median price point. Slowly, but surely. The real issue here is, what's gonna happen with interest rates over the next 6 months? We don't have a crystal ball, but I would assume that they're going to stabilize right around that 6% range, maybe dip below there. I've been calling for them to dip below 6%, and I still think that that's highly likely as the Fed slows down their rate hikes and more investors flood into the bond market for fear of the equities markets and regional bank collapses that we've seen recently. If you ever need any more insight to your local neighborhood, community, town, right here in Central Florida, it's something that is hyper local and you really have to look at the data on a pretty much a subdivision by subdivision basis to see what's going on. Be happy to help crunch those numbers for you, share that data and give you better insight. If you just want to shoot the breeze, talk shop, or get a free home estimate, or if you're considering buying and you need to be pointed in the right direction to get going, get started, you already know I'm here to help. Feel free to reach out anytime. Andre Berry, Home Expo Realty. All right now, y'all. Take care.